Y'all have literally asked for this video, so I've got my trusty mug here, which means I'll be giving you my unfiltered thoughts on all things about AI and writing and authors. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm MK Williams. I'm an author and independent publisher. I love sharing my insights about all things books and publishing with you. Before I get into the details about today's topic, don't forget to hit subscribe. You'll be notified when I put out new videos every week about publishing, making a career of being an author, and now being a mompreneur. So I've put off scripting or even recording this video for a while for a lot of reasons. The first is that I know it will be outdated even by the time I hit stop on recording, let alone edit it and get it out to you. So this will probably be the first video I release from my newest batch. But I think before I go further on this whole AI thing, let's define what I mean when I'm talking about AI. So AI stands for artificial intelligence. There is a fantastic podcast episode from Stuff You Should Know on generative AI and large language models. So the AI that a lot of us are currently interacting with, is a large language model, how it was developed, and what it is and is not capable of. So I really highly suggest that you listen to that first before layering on any ideas or concerns about how it affects us authors and creators. I'm going to go listen to it. Okay. You listen? Okay, good. So that episode specifically focused on the large language model, which is the end that many of us are seeing right now with ChatGPT and similar technologies. See, I don't even know all the names. I am not an expert, but y'all have been asking me to make this video talking about AI, and so here we are. It's the blind leading the blind, which is super topical, but I'm going to get to that in a second. Now, in terms of experts on how AI and large language models impact us as authors and creators and how we can ethically use this, I have fabulous resources available for you to check out. So if I could have any welcome mat on my front door, it would say, in this house, we listen to Taylor's version. And on my patio, I would have a second welcome mat, and it would say, in this house, we listen to Joanna Penn's advice for authors. Because what I'm going to recommend that you do is to look at her book, Artificial Intelligence, Blockchain, and Virtual Worlds. It came out in 2020. She's even said, I need to update it. So much has happened since. But she does have a course called the AI Assisted Author, and I believe she's updating that more frequently. Lately, she's done some workshops on AI. By the time this video comes out, I think they'll be already full and past, but I wouldn't be surprised if she did more in the future. This is a topic she's really passionate about. So if you want to learn more about this, I would say she is the go-to resource to learn more about the up-to-date stuff. Now, since some of you have asked my opinion about AI and how it's going to impact authors and writers, I'm here to just give you my thoughts. So on other matters as they relate to authors and writing and author businesses, I'm usually down in the trenches with you trying to figure this out. And I don't want to say I'm a Luddite, but I'm really slow to adopt new technologies. That's kind of what that word means. So look, I had a feature phone, which is a non-smartphone, until 2014. Okay, I just didn't need a new phone, and I was just getting by just fine with the current one. Same goes for my cars. I am fully aware that I'm being late to embrace AI, and it will leave me further behind. But I've been focused on raising my kid, who will also eventually need to learn about this technology one day, and working on my craft. So I just haven't dug into it the way that I feel I would need to truly be educated on it. Now, when I say I'm working on my craft, I don't think my craft can ever be outsourced. Cleaning up edits, suggestions for word variations, sure, but the actual craft comes from up here. So I rely a lot on Joanna Penn and her research, updates, and thoughts on AI. So this section will probably heavily mirror her thoughts, though not all of it. Now, I do have some really smart members of the Author Your Ambition channel membership who've made really great use of GPT, DALL-E, and Midjourney, which is also what I really love about this channel membership and community. It's not just me giving my thoughts and trying to be a guru. We all share our experiences and help each other learn. So check it out. This is the best conversation I have every month is with these channel members. So love you guys. Now, back at the beginning of this year, they were telling me to try out some of these new technologies. I was in between drafts, which is when I usually do a lot of business admin or learn new stuff. But ChatGPT was super overloaded. There were really long wait times, and I just didn't get around to it. So, with all that said, and giving credit to those learning through doing, here is what I see as the potential benefits and challenges for artificial intelligence and large language models for authors. So, benefits. So, next in series is something pretty cool. So, as AI relates to authors, I love Joanna Penn's concept where she fed her own J.F. Penn novels into the system. No clue how she did that, but she knows what she's doing. And asked it to help create an outline for the next book in her series. So she will still write the book, she'll still have to research the book, but her character can have many different adventures. Asking for ideas to continue a series is kind of cool because then it's like, oh, like what else could I be doing with this character that I can't even think of? The next thing I saw that could be a really big benefit is the dreaded book blurb and book description. So even if we write the most perfect book blurb today, we know that we should be optimizing it. And I'm gonna have a video about that coming out soon. I know some authors are asking ChatGPT to help them write better book blurb options, and I think that's really clever, especially if they're regularly optimizing anyway. Like if ChatGPT or another system could provide you with multiple options to test out, I think that's really cool. So based on those examples, I like when we can use it to augment what we have already done. I don't love the idea of someone asking for help on their first book with the outline because that's not the point of making art or even experiencing art. It's about what your mind can do and create. Now, because I have seen some people try to write entire books in areas that they aren't an expert in, chapter by chapter, and then they post it. Like my thought is like, who are your sources? Like I saw someone online post about this use case and said that in that case, it's not artificial intelligence. It's a plagiarism machine. It's a plagiarism machine. Plagiarism. And so there almost needs to be an option to say, hey, I'm asking this question for a research paper, an article, or a book, and then the AI can also spit out their sources. Like this kind of goes to a larger lack of critical thinking. Like, how does this machine know this information? Where did it come from? Like, who are the sources that it's pulling from? Like, is the source someone that you would find to be trustworthy on this topic? I think when people hear artificial intelligence, they expect human deductive reasoning and incredulity to have been applied, and that's not the case. The machine knows what we tell it. And I don't know if you've realized, but there's a lot of trash information out there online, which leads me into the challenges. So the first being AI ownership and copyright. If I write an article on my website, it can be indexed and provided as an answer without attribution. So who's going to come to my website? Why should I try to get my website more traffic? But my ebooks are also online. While I'm happy to give away my self-publishing knowledge for free, hence this channel, I'm not keen to just give away my fiction work because it's my job. Like that's how I make money writing books, which is why I'm going to be updating an AI disclaimer on all of my copyright pages. Yeah, if someone feeds my books into an AI to write a book like mine, I still have to file a lawsuit and prove it. But at least there's going to be something that says, hey, you're violating my rights as an artist if you do this. And then the next challenge is AI hallucinations and errors. Remember when I said the blind leading the blind? So from what I've learned is that these models aren't filtering for truth. I could create a website all about how 2 + 2 is actually 6, and I could really work hard to get it up in the rankings. And eventually, if it gets picked up by the AI system, they could provide that as a true answer because it popped up online somewhere. We know that 2 + 2 is not actually 6, people. And that's me giving an example of something every human would widely agree is wrong. Imagine how it would handle, I don't know, controversial political topics, issues with different religious doctrine. This is where I think the people who are jumping on the bandwagon to be like, I'm going to write all these books with AI, it's going to be so easy, they're going to come and go because they're going to realize really quickly how much they're then putting their name on something that isn't true. And just proliferating false information. I think the people who enjoy reading art for the sake of art, who enjoy creating art for the sake of art, are going to keep doing it. And there's actually going to be a premium on human created art moving forward because it does take longer. And I think it will still be better. At least for the current time being. Maybe by the time this gets out, I'll be wrong, but those are my thoughts. Overall, I'm more excited about AI and how it can help us just in life in general than I am doom and gloom. I do think authors will always have a place. I do think voice actors will always have a place. As the world turns to more power, like AI powered content information, there's always going to be a higher value on human created and crafted work. Okay, those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? What did I miss? Let's definitely keep the conversation going below. If you found this educational, informative, interesting, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and maybe even hit that thanks button to, encourage the humans to keep creating. That lets YouTube know that you found this information helpful, and then they can get it in front of other authors like us. Now you can get back to actually writing your book with your hands and your mind, not a machine. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. And before you head off elsewhere in YouTube to watch more videos, whether on my channel or another channel, I did want to let you know that you can support this channel and get more information that can make a really positive impact on your author career by joining the channel membership that I have right here on YouTube for this channel. So what I'm going to be doing is providing additional videos each month. They're going to be really like a mastermind deep dive on a specific topic to help your author business. And you can just head to the homepage for this channel, as you can see here, and click join. Boom. And you can see that there's multiple options. There's a tier each month where it's really to make you feel good about supporting the channel. You get some custom badges for your comments. But the one you'll probably really want is the ambitious author tier, where you're going to be getting some members only videos once a month that I mentioned. So I would really be excited if you join the membership and we can work on our author businesses together this year. So hope to see you chatting and joining in with those videos. Bye.